Now, let's talk about the highly compensated exemption, because there are some different rules for highly compensated. An employee who meets some of the traits of the other exemption categories, but doesn't fall into a specific exemption category and meets a certain salary threshold, can get what's called the highly compensated exemption. Currently, that salary threshold is $100,000. But think of the highly compensated exemption example as the type of employee who does a little bit of everything. They kind of manage, they have some authority, they do a little outside sales. You can't really put them in one category, but they kind of do a little of a few of them. If they make over the salary threshold, they can go what's in the highly compensated exemption. Now, under the changes, because this is a little different, the changes are now being increased to the 90th percentile of earnings for full-time salaried workers. So under today, that would be $122,148, which means that is being increased by $22,000. However, again, every year this number is going to change. Now, unlike the other requirements, the $122,000, assuming the employee does meet the base salary threshold, which would be the $921 or $970 per week, the $122 can be achieved through commissions, bonuses, discretionary payments. So they don't have to have a base salary of $122 to meet this requirement. Now, lastly, the highly compensated exemption permits catch-up payments. And what that means is, let's say an employee annual compensation after everything was $120, you're as an employer able to cut them a check for $2,148 so that they then would fall within this exemption category. So at the end of the year, if they wouldn't have met that requirement, you can cut them a check so that they did.